Once again, welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network. And of course, with no further ado, I can't wait. I can't prolong. I can't stop. I can't, you know what? Procrastination is a form of failure to me. So let's do what we do. I am going to introduce to some and present to others this amazing young man. And of course, his name goes by the name of author Stephen Smith. Yeah! Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Kevin. I'm doing great.
Oh man, you know what? You're gonna have to sound a little bit more excited than that, man. Come on now, come on
All
now.
right, I feel great.
Well, you
It's
know, yeah,
wonderful. Life is good.
okay. I couldn't give you much more of my studio audience because they've been gone since COVID. So that was the best I could do.
Well, hopefully they're back in the background applauding as they watch the podcast.
Amen. Well, you know what, man? I am grateful once again. Thank you so much for taking time out to be here on the GMAP Broadcast Network as well as our partner networks. And of course, I am going to dive right in because I want you to step up to the plate and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Stephen Smith?
Well, quick background. I was born in Orlando, Florida, was there when Disney opened the doors. Quite an exciting time for everybody. I ended up working for a local company until I was 27. Took some time off from that, and a buddy and I bought a sailboat and a couple of books on how to sail and headed out into the Caribbean. It was an exciting adventure, and we lasted about a year before we ended up on the west coast of Florida, Fort Myers. And from there, we headed north on a couple of motorcycles after we sold the sailboat, ended up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And before you knew it, I was at Parris Island and had joined the Marines.
Wow.
After getting out of the Marine Corps, I got into the printing industry and worked in helping put together some of the first electronic pre-press, which was basically avoiding the cameras and going straight from the digital to film in order to print books and other types of media. After getting out of that, I went to work in the hospital and physician group arena, and we developed software programs that would help the doctors in the hospitals collect more money from third-party payers like the insurance companies, Medicare and Medicaid.
Right.
I retired a few years back and decided to attempt to write a book, and was driven by the fact that I was totally fed up with being retired and trying to watch the news on TV. It became just so full of garbage, and they were trying to feed us basically misinformation and a lot of lies about what was going on. So I thought I would tackle that subject. And then the next thing you know, I had flash news alert.
Flash news alert. Now you know you stepped out on faith with this one, man, because you know what? It I'm interested in it because I know that you're gonna break it down and quote unquote tell the truth. I think the news media wants to tell us what they want us to believe or what they how they want us to feel. So you know some people get convicted by the media and they're innocent. You know things like that. But at the same time, flash news alert. Obviously, this is your first release. This is not a follow up to something that you've previously written, but you know what drove you, Stephen? What drove you to the utmost to release your current project, your book release?
Well, I guess always secretly harbored this feeling or desire that one day the media would be held accountable for what they're reporting. And that was going to take somebody with a whole lot more courage than I have to broadcast what's going on, let people know that what the media feeds you is basically you're drinking the Kool-Aid if you believe it.
Mm.
Because there's very little that's being reported today that's not influenced a lot by um, the more wealthy people, the politicians. They drive what you're seeing and hearing in the news. So the idea was to have someone come along and say, "Hey, everybody, on my broadcast, I'm gonna share the truth with you."
Yeah.
And basically, the truth is that all you're hearing from the networks is just a bunch of lies and misinformation.
Wow. Well, I got to ask you this. Have you ever thought about doing your very own news, flash news?
No, I'm pretty comfortable, and I don't think I've
Ah!
written so much they're going to come after me.
Ah!
So I'm gonna forego
You
that.
gotta you gotta stay away from that one. All right. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, we have one of our featured authors here, Stephen Smith, and of course, all you have to do is stop by our platform at gmap1.com. Click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors, and you'll see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen. Flash News Alert, author Stephen Smith. And of course, we want you to click on that cover and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. Now, let me ask you this. As you look back over the entire process, Stephen, you look at when it all started, the very beginning, when it all just kind of came to mind and, it began to come to fruition, and the journey that you had to go through, the trials and the setbacks, the downfalls, the skips and hops. When you look back over the entire process, let me ask you, what do you see? What's next for you now that you've disseminated and released this publication?
Well, I think I'd like to do a follow up. I mean, the book covers a lot of ground, and it's very interesting. The news reporter that basically takes and shares the information about the misinformation ends up having to go on the run and is pursued by the networks and other agencies. Without giving away too much, Kevin, the guy falls in not cahoots, but he's hired by another gentleman, Arthur, who has control of all the network satellites. So it gives Mark, who's the reporter, an opportunity to go and present the news based on the truth without interruption.
Mm, wow.
Uh,
That's an interesting scenario, as you say, because, like I said, I mean, it's a very, I guess you could say, you don't want to go on the run, but you're stepping up and you're stepping out boldly on faith to say, hey, it is what it is, but it's the truth. And, that's amazing to me because a lot of people will try to sway the truth, but I'm encouraging all of those to go out and pick up a copy of Flash News Alert. Of course, author Stephen Smith. Share this information with all of your followers, your family, your friends, and and when you do show your love, care, concern, and support, you purchase a copy. I'm going to ask you sincerely from the bottom of my heart to go back and leave a review. Leave a review. I am very concerned and interested in the reviews that you leave for purchasing and reading this publication. Now, Steve, for those that want to show their love, care, concern, and support today and maybe want to go out and purchase a copy of Flash News Alert, I mean, what's the process? How can it be purchased? Where can you find it?
well, Kevin, it's available on Amazon, Kindle. You can find a few reviews posted on Goodreads. But one thing I decided to do for today's broadcast is if they click on the book cover that's on your website, it'll take them to my website, and I'm offering the book a free download today and tomorrow as part of the opportunity to share what this is all about.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? That is truly a blessing. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dudes and dudettes, if that makes sense. He said it. All you have to do is stop by the GMAP Broadcast Network, click on Featured Authors, and as I said before, you will see a copy of the publication that I'm currently showing you on our screen, Flash News Alert. And listen, it'll take you where you need to go to find out the intimate information and details. But at the same time, As Steven said, he's offering a free audiobook download. Is that right? An audiobook download?
No, it's a PDF.
Oh, it's a
It's a
PDF.
PDF download. You can read it on your phone, on your laptop,
Ah,
your iPad, anything that'll do a PDF file.
okay.
You'll have access to the book.
All right. Well, a PDF download, and of course, you're going to get it for absolutely nothing, and you will have an opportunity to read it, enjoy it, and share your review about it. Listen, I can't thank you enough for that. And of course, now, let's just say someone out there who's tuning in now, or maybe even grab a hold of the rebroadcast, because I'm going to air this like 3 or 4 times today, just so they can make sure they go to the site and click on that book cover. You know what I mean? So, if someone wanted to reach out to you, Stephen, maybe touch base with you on a more individual basis, maybe talk some details and maybe what you have planned now or in the future, what's that process? I mean, how is it you can be reached? How can they connect with you?
Well, the easiest way to do it would be to go to the website, which is a real simple. It's Smith, the author, all one word, .com, and you can access email, um, or you could post a blog on the website, and then I'll respond to it within 24 hours.
Now, I understand that they can go to the website, but in order for you to get to the website for the next day or so, you got to go through GMAP. I'm going to be smart about that one, Steve. Okay.
That's the easiest way to do it. Go to GMAP, go to the website, click on authors, click on Flash News Alert. That'll take you to a place that you can contact me directly if you would like to speak with me.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to keep running that, man. I tell you, I appreciate that. Now, Steve, I got to know, man. I appreciate you. Number one, I appreciate you being here with us on today. We are making plans as we speak with our partners to invite you back real soon to have you do a video stream with us so we can get more in detail about some of the things that you have in this publication, of course. And, of course, we also want to make sure that we show our support, we show our love, we share this information with as many people as possible. So what I want you to do is make sure that if there's anything that comes up and we can assist you with it while you're on this journey, because we want to be a part of it every step of the way. If there's anything that we can do, any shape, form, or fashion, anything that we can do while you're on this journey, we want you to pick up the phone and call and let us know how we can assist you. And there is no limits. I mean, we're going to do everything we can to present this and you to as many people as possible around the world. But when you do call and let us know that we can assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I just want you to know the answer will always be yes, and you will never, ever have to ask me twice, okay?
That sounds great.
He said that sounds great. Boy, I tell you, for somebody who wrote News Alert, Flash News Alert, you can't be a one-word answerer. Oh, my goodness. Now, I'm going to move over before I let you go, Steve. I'm going to move over, and I'm going to allow you to step up to the plate and basically speak to the viewers and listeners around the world from your heart and mind, allowing you to have your final words, your closing remarks, your final thoughts. So I'm just going to make it simple. I'm going to move over and I'm going to say, author Stephen Smith, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Kevin. What I would say to people is be mindful of everything you read on social media posts. Be extremely mindful and scrutinize anything that you're hearing or seeing on the news broadcast. Understand that just because it comes from social media, or just because it comes from mainline media, news stations, reporters, all of that, don't always trust what they're telling you. Do your homework and go and do your own vetting on things that they're saying and you're being told, and just use common sense. And that's the most I can tell you.
Wow. And you know, we want the scammers to slow down a little bit.
Oh,
Just
yes.
a little bit. You know, I mean, everybody has an agenda. Everybody has something in mind. But you know, when somebody told me that a professional author called them, and somebody called them and pretended to be a professional author, and then he reached out to that particular person, and that particular person, the professional author, said, I have no idea who that is. I've never reached out to you or anyone else for that matter for that particular it just kind of blew me away. So it just goes to show that people are really willing to do a lot of things in order to, I don't know why, for whatever their agenda may be. But, I appreciate you because you accepted me. You accepted the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family with no second guess. And that means a lot to me, Steve. And I just want you to know that I'm going to continue to do everything that I possibly can to help present you as an author and your publication to as many people around the world. And again, if there's anything that we can do, I am more than willing to assist you. You can depend on me. Just let me know what it is, and I'll try my best to get it done. I'm looking forward to inviting you back and having you on a video stream with our partner networks as well. So I can't thank you enough because you didn't have to, but you did. And all I could really say from the bottom of my heart is thank you for that, okay?
Well, you're welcome. And Kevin, you did what my dad said. Say what you're going to do and then do what you say.
That's it.
It's real simple.
That's it.
I wish everybody would do that.
And you know what? I'm the type of person, I can't make any ungifted promises. Somebody once told me, number one, do what you're good at. Number two, do what you're capable of without depending on somebody else to get it done for you. And that means a lot to me. I got this great news alert information promo coming up in just a few. But Steve, again, I want to thank you so much, man. I'm going to look forward to talking with you again soon. I'm going to be posting this information on our YouTube archive channel. And, of course, I'm going to be reaching out and letting you know we're going to be inviting you back for that live video stream as well. So I thank you again for being here. Thank you for acceptance of the invitation. And I want you to continue to be blessed and be a blessing and have a fantabulous rest of your day, okay?
All right. Kevin, you do the same. And again, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. Once again, Stephen Smith on the #1 station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, one of our featured authors. Stop by our platform and simply click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. And again, as I said before, and you will hear me say it again, you will see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen. Click on that cover and it will take you to the necessary location. Find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. And don't forget, when you do so, Steve is offering a free PDF download at no expense to you so you can read it, leave a review, share it with others, your followers, your family, your friends. And don't forget, once again, leave a review. Steve, once again, we thank you, man. We look forward to talking to you again soon. You be blessed and have a great day, okay?
All right. Same to you, Kevin. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Media misinformation in Washington, D.C., the heart of American politics, has had a profound impact on public perception, policy debates, and democratic institutions. False information is being spread with the intent to deceive, while misinformation is deliberately deceptive. News outlets cherry-pick facts or exaggerate details to support ideological narratives. Audiences are funneled into like-minded bubbles, reinforcing bias and mistrust of opposing views. Headlines, images, or clips are edited to mislead, sometimes taken out of context to distort intent. Fed up with the networks blatantly misleading the public, a news journalist decides to expose the networks and all the corrupt politicians in Washington, D.C. A mysterious gentleman has decided to assist the journalist in getting his message out to the people. His name is Arthur Donovan. He has a team of experts working with him that allows them to compile information about anyone on the planet. Most of their efforts are spent researching Washington politicians and people working on the news and social media platforms. Arthur's team can gain control of all the news and social media satellites and websites. This makes it possible for Mark's broadcasts to reach nearly every household on the planet. Arthur appears to come and go anywhere he is needed, at just the right time. His appearances at the White House are particularly disturbing. When threats come against the president, Arthur's team steps in, provides intelligence, and helps control any situation from getting out of control. Meanwhile, Mark Jackson, the news journalist, keeps the public informed about more corruption taking place at the nation's capital. Aware that a plot has been initiated to take down the sitting president, the group continues to monitor the plan. The president's team of advisors gets involved to slow the plan. Key players, retired from the military, provide the president with support and protection from all that is happening. They keep a close eye on a particular senator and congresswoman who are having clandestine meetings with top officials within the FBI and CIA. They even discovered that the president's own Secret Service protection team is compromised. That's all we have for today, but you can find out more by ordering Newsflash Alert at your favorite online bookstore.